Welcome, one and all around the world. Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. The 2020... Thank you. I feel it, too. The 2020 presidential election is heating up. In fact, today, many are feeling the burn because we got the official campaign kickoff announcement from Vermont Senator and man who wants to try a few more frozen yogurt flavors before he places his order, Bernie Sanders. Now, Bernie... I'd like to try the lemon again, please. Bernie made his campaign announcement this morning in the most Bernie way possible on Vermont Public Radio. Yeah. Electric.
Yeah, electric. Boogie.
That's a hot booking. After that, he made it official by posting a flyer on his local co-op bulletin board. Now. Sanders finished second out of 6 in 2016, but this year's field is way larger. Here are all the Democrats the New York Times says are either running or might run. There you go. What's our That Beto, he's a spicy Tex-Mex. Now, evidently the Democratic Party has been passing out a mirror that says, 2020, why not you? The field is also way more diverse this time with multiple women, people of color, the first openly gay major party presidential candidate. But Sanders, for all that diversity, Bernie Sanders does not believe that hurts his chances.
We have got to look at candidates not by the color of their skin, not by their sexual orientation or their gender, and not by their age. I mean, I think we have got to try to move us toward a non-discriminatory society which looks at people based on their abilities, based on what they stand for.
Yes, like Dr. King, I have a dream where this diverse nation can come together and be led by an old white guy. Where do I find the courage? Also, where do I find the pudding? I want pudding. Point is, and here's the point, Bernie's not young, which was pointed out on CBS this morning by John Dickerson.
You'll be 79 when you're inaugurated.
Yes.
That's old by the standards of presidents.
Yes.
Should people be concerned about that?
I think, when we look at people, whether they're old or they're young, you got to look at the totality of the person. I was a cross-country runner, a long-distance runner when I was a kid, and I've been running hard, in a sense, since then.
Yes, Bernie's been running since he was a kid, and we actually have a picture of his middle school track team. Still looks great.
Oh, Bernie.
Still looks amazing.
Bernie looking good.
Incredible.
For his age.
But Bernie insists that it doesn't matter if other candidates are more diverse because it's not about him, it's about the people. That's what the tagline on his website is, not me, us. Bold move to do a misdirect in the middle of a slogan. His other choice was Bernie Sanders, old, fashioned American values. Bernie also feels vindicated because the rest of the Democratic candidates are jumping on his 2016 platform.
All of those ideas, people say, oh, Bernie, they're so radical, they are extreme. The American people just won't accept those ideas. Well, you know what's happened in over 3 years? All of those ideas and many more are now part of the political mainstream.
So you're saying the party came your way?
Well, I don't want to say that. I think most people would say that.
I don't want to say that. I think most people would say that. All I want to say is, how you like me now? Kiss my Vermont cheese balls. But he's right. The political landscape has changed. The majority of Democratic candidates this time around have joined his revolution. He's not just Bernie Sanders. He's Grey Guevara. Now, good look.
Wow.
Very sharp look. Brace yourself. Because in his announcement, Bernie did not have kind words for Donald Trump.
We are running against a president who is a pathological liar.
He is a pathological liar, and it gives me no pleasure to say that.
We have a president who is a pathological liar, and it gives me no pleasure to say that.
Sounds like it gives you some pleasure to say that. I mean, you say it 3 times. That's getting close to a fetish, I think. And this afternoon, the president weighed in on Bernie's run.
Oh, Bernie Sanders is running, yeah, that's right. Personally, I think he missed his time.
Excuse me, sir. Bernie Sanders doesn't have a time. He exists outside of time, like an undated can of beans you find in your pantry. Now, Trump likes Bernie, but it isn't like Bernie's chances.
You got a lot of people running, but only one person's going to win. I hope you know who that person is.
I do. John Oliver. He always wins. Congratulations, buddy.